Hello dear students, welcome to today's session. As you all can see, we have um, done till here. In the previous chapter or in the previous video also, we were talking about the workers and their life in the cities. It was very tough for the workers because um, getting two times food was also difficult for them at times. Other thing that was very difficult was that a place to live. People prefer going to the big cities. Big cities are always attractive, glamorous. So that makes people go to the big cities. But when the people face reality, then they understand it is so difficult. Got it? So one thing that was very prominent was that the workers were staying in the night refuge. Night refuge means some arrangement, some temporary arrangement was made by the government for the workers who had come to the city from the countryside. Well, we have discussed one of the stories in the previous videos. So you all have seen that video. You all can understand the people who were there in the countryside, गांव में जो रहते थे, they got very influenced and they got very impressed by their friends who were staying in the cities, and the glamour and the attraction of the cities brought them to the city of London. But reality was something very different from what was being said to them, what was being told to them. Got it? So they came to the casual wards maintained by the poor law authorities. Means they hardly could get any place to live. यहाँ से the real problems start, where in the hope of finding a new job, finding a new life, the people could understand that they have come to the cities, but it was a big mistake that they have done. Okay. Then one thing that was very prominent was the seasonality of work. Some seasons there were work, some seasons, of course, when the Christmas is there and New Year is there. Okay, just see the busy season when it was over, because when season is there, then most of the companies are busy manufacturing extra, because demand increases. In the peak season, demand increases, so the people have to work in these industries. They used to employ extra people with good money, so these poor people, they used to get chance and to work in these industries. But as soon as these industries the over, they were asked to leave. So some people went back, but some still stayed back in the cities in the hope of work. Hope still works. आप उम्मीद पे ही पूरी दुनिया कायम है. आई एम जस्ट टेलिंग, इट जस्ट जनरली केम टू माई माइंड that if you are hopeful, you can be a winner. That is very important. Okay. And the people who were working in these industries during the peak hour, during the peak season, now they look for odd jobs. कोई भी काम मिलेगा तो करेंगे. Got it? That kinds odd jobs. So till the mid of 19th century, it was difficult to find, if in fact odd jobs भी नहीं मिलते थे. That kind of a life people were leading, and it was creating lot of problems for these people. Now what happened? We come to know that when the working conditions improve, when the industrialists start employing new people, when in a new way the work is being done, तो क्या होता है, if the money comes, if people get money, lot of money, तो they increase the wages, पैसे बढ़ा देते हैं लोगों के, there is no problem. लेकिन हमको वेलफेयर के बारे में नहीं पता चलता. You know, workers who are working, you can't make them work 10 to 12 hours a day in a very filthy living condition. गंदगी में रह रहे हैं, खाने को नहीं है. How will they work? Obviously, the capacity of working will go low. Got it? So they have employed the people, and more profit making was there, but welfare activities was less. Like welfare activities mein what all things are included? Giving medical facilities, education for the children, proper food arrangements, all these things, and most important, healthy living conditions. अगर बहुत अच्छा सा घर नहीं होगा रहने के लिए, तो देर इज़ नो मतलब कोई फ़ायदा नहीं है. देर इज़ नो यूज़ ऑफ वर्किंग फॉर 12 to 11 hours a day. तो trades were there, and there were fluctuations from year to year. किसी year में the wages have increased, and some years the prices have fell down. Means every time the condition was not the same. Okay, and there was Napoleonic War was there. During that time, people faced shortage of food, and other troublesome times were there. Okay, so real value what the workers earned fell significantly. Means workers, whatever they were earning, whatever they were gaining, wages, instead of increasing, it was going down. लेकिन since the wages could now buy fewer things, आपके पास जितना भी पैसा है, whatever money the workers owned, or whatever money the workers were earning, they could hardly, barely minimum manage to carry on their lives. Okay, so the income of the workers depended not on the wage rate alone. So period of employment was also very critical. कब तक काम करेंगे, how long will they work, that was there. How many days they will work, their average daily income was also there. That also determined that the period of work, average income, number of days they are working, how much money they will be earning, will they be paid according to the, because payment was done either day wise or hour wise also. For 2 hours this much of money, 3 hours, or for 12 hours नहीं, 12 hours में तो फिर क्या होता है, it is a day's wage. पूरे दिन ही आप लगभग काम कर रहे हो, तो it is a 1 day wage. Okay, so daily income of the workers varied. लेकिन till the mid 19th century what happened, 10% of the urban population were extremely poor. अभी इसमें 10% is the number that is mentioned here. What about the other 90%? What about the other 90%? And 90% maybe 40% were there who barely minimum managed to carry on their lives. अपना लाइफ आराम से अगर गुजार रहे हैं, तो that was a tough time and that was a difficult time for them. तो proportion of unemployed went up. Earning was less, plus seasonality of working was there, plus hour wise payments were there. Means जितने घंटे काम करेंगे उतने घंटे ही सिर्फ पैसा मिलेगा. तो lot of people were in the unemployed category. का ऐसा नहीं काम नहीं करना चाहते थे, people were not getting work to do. तो what happened that new technology was coming up, and in a new way a new life was being witnessed by the people in the cities. Now what happened, the people who were unemployed, they thought that there are certain enemies whom they need to they need to take revenge from. भूखा आदमी क्या सोचेगा? The person who doesn't have food to eat, the person who can't look after the family, the children are hungry. So a person who is not getting food to eat, who is barely minimum able to manage his life, now what did he start doing? They thought that the new technology that has come, मशीनें लग गई इंडस्ट्रीज में, 100 लोगों का काम एक मशीन करेगी. So when one machine is doing the work of 100 people, why will they employ 100 people? 100 people have become unemployed. I'm just citing an example, my dear children, try to understand. तो इन्होंने क्या किया ना कि ये मशीन आ गई है, because the machine had come, that's why we have become unemployed. They started attacking the machines, the workers. They attacked the machines. They tried to just what? How do I explain it? They tried to break the machines, destroy the machines, आग लगा देते थे. So one example is given here. When the spinning jenny was introduced, I'm sorry children, just a minute. Just see, it is mentioned here, when the spinning jenny was introduced, in spinning jenny. Now again one invention that is there. Now spinning jenny was introduced. कहाँ पे? वुलन इंडस्ट्रीज में. ओके, स्पिनिंग, ठीक है, मतलब सूत काटने का, मतलब ऊन बनाने का काम हो रहा है. इन द वुलन इंडस्ट्री ऊन बनाने का काम हो रहा है. द स्पिनिंग जेनी इज इंट्रोड्यूस्ड. विमेन, पहले क्या होता था, हु वॉज डूइंग दिस वर्क, मतलब बिफोर द मशीन, बिफोर स्पिनिंग जेनी वॉज इंस्टॉल्ड, हु वर डूइंग दिस वर्क? इट वॉज द विमेन हु वर स्पिनिंग एवरीथिंग, मतलब सारा सूत काटने का काम. वो आपने चरखा देखा है ना, या दैट वॉज द ट्रेडिशनल मेथड. इंडिया में जो चरखा, गांधी जी जो चरखा चलाते थे, अपना कपड़ा खुद बनाते थे. Yes, it just came to my mind, so I shared it with you. He used to make his own cloth, and khadi वो वही पहनते थे, and he wanted the Indians to sustain on khadi. I was just sharing this information with you. So the women who were surviving on the hand spinning, they started attacking the new machines which were coming. This conflict over the introduction of the jenny continued for a long time, because as the spinning jenny was installed in the industry, all these women जो कि इंडस्ट्रीज़ में जाके दिन के 5 घंटे या 6 घंटे 8 घंटे आप काम कर रही हैं, दे वेर मेकिंग गुड वुल आउट ऑफ, ऊन पूरा बनाने का काम कर रही थी. तो दे स्टार्टेड अटैकिंग दीज काइंड ऑफ मशीन्स. 1840s के बाद क्या हुआ, जस्ट ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड. उसके पहले चिल्ड्रन, आई जस्ट वांटेड टू शो यू दिस थिंग, जस्ट अ मिनट. यस, दिस सोर्स बी इज देयर. मतलब हाउ पीपल वेयर अटैकिंग द मशीन्स, इसके बारे में वन आई विटनेस इज हियर, वन स्टोरी इज हियर. वी नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड. सोर्सेज आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट चिल्ड्रन. बोर्ड में लॉट ऑफ क्वेश्चंस कम फ्रॉम द सोर्सेज, तो यू कैनॉट अवॉइड द सोर्सेज. आपको सोर्सेज करना ही है. ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस थिंग. सो आई एम सॉरी, अ मजिस्ट्रेट, ही रिपोर्टेड इन 1790 दैट manufacturer's property, means the manufacturer who had installed spinning jenny in his industry, the workers attacked the industry. Okay, he is saying, the magistrate reported in 1790 mein one of the magistrate is reporting that a manufacturer who was there, who was manufacturing the woolen industry was there. So it was being attacked. Workers came and attacked it. So just see, from the depredations of a lawless banditry of colliers and their wives, for the wives had lost their work to spinning engines. Now please understand, I am explaining it children. Depredations of a lawless banditry of colliers. कोल एक्सट्रैक्शन वॉज हैपनिंग. कोल का क्या होता है? कोलियरी इज द पीपल हु आर वर्किंग इन द कोल माइन्स. ओके, दे वेर देयर, दीज लॉलेस पीपल, मीन्स दे वेर द वंस हु वेर अकस्टमिंग टू क्रिमिनल एक्टिविटीज़. तो इनकी वाइफ्स क्या करती थी? वॉट वेर देयर वाइफ्स डूइंग? दे वेर गोइंग टू द industries to manufacture नहीं, for spinning the wool. तो पहले क्या हुआ? At the first, with much insolence, avowing their intention of cutting to pieces the machine, पहले क्या किया उन्होंने, एडवांस्ड एट फर्स्ट, पहले वो दे वेंट टूवर्ड्स द इंडस्ट्रीज with much insolence, means lot of unrest was there, बहुत ज़्यादा feeling of despair was there that their job is lost. अभी तक जो उनका काम चल रहा था, whatever work was being carried on, suddenly they have come on roads. तो woolen manufacturing, they wanted to cut the machine into pieces. Imagine क्या उनके दिमाग में चल रहा होगा. Think of the mental condition of the people who want to destroy this machine which is manufacturing wool. So introduced in the woolen manufacture, which they suppose if generally adopted will lessen the demand for manual labor. उनको ऐसा लग रहा था that the machine had come, so the labor that they were doing, the work that they were doing in the industry, now it has come, now the time has come that their work would be finished. इनका काम जो है in general ख़त्म हो जाएगा. And women became clamorous. Unrest means बहुत ज़्यादा unsatisfied, dissatisfied, बहुत ही ज़्यादा दुख की भावना थी. Men were more open to conviction and after some expostulation were induced to desist from the purpose and return peaceably home. Children, try to understand. There was more unrest amongst the women. औरतों को ज़्यादा चिंता हो रही थी. क्या होता है ना, when the kids at home ask for food from mother and they don't have घर में उनको खिलाने के लिए बच्चों को कुछ नहीं है, तो ज़्यादा दुख जो है वो माँ को होता है. तो they were more clamorous. Men were open to men thought कि चलो ठीक है, there is not a problem. And after some expostulation, थोड़ा सा जब उनको समझाया गया, when they were explained a little bit, ठीक है, and they were convinced that चलो ठीक है, मशीन नहीं तोड़ते हैं, let's not break the machines, and they returned home peacefully. They returned home. That is there. And this paragraph has been taken from J.L. Hammond and B. Hammond, The Skilled Laborer, 1760 to 1832, quoted in Maxine Berg, The Age of Manufactures. Means when manufacturing was happening, during that time, the kind of problem that the workers were facing, we need to understand that. Just a minute, children. So students, we were talking about this industrial development that was happening, and the people who have lost their jobs, the unemployed, this category, the kind of problems they were facing. Now they started attacking the machines. Lekin, try to understand that this was the phase when London was witnessing maximum development and the developmental projects were going on in a very smooth manner, very large manner. Okay, so you can see look at these pictures. These are handmade sketches. Children, उसी time पे, I mean, just see ये किसने बनाया है. I think it had published. One thing, please see. It was published in Illustrated Times in 1868 में. ये पिक्चर 1868 हमारे यहाँ क्या हो रहा था? 1868 में we were moving towards after the first war of independence. 1857 में remember the first war of independence, रानी लक्ष्मीबाई and all. हम independence के लिए लड़ाई कर रहे थे. और look what is happening in London. Bridge construct हो रहा है. The bridge is being constructed and ये underground railway के लिए ये जगह बन रही है. Means look at the developmental strategies that these countries were following. On the basis, on the I won't say resources, लेकिन हाँ, India में the way Britishers had come, the way Britishers had established themselves, lot of developmental projects they have carried on in their own country. अपने country में ये बहुत development किया इन्होंने on the cost of Indian money, on the cost of Indian resources. Got it? We need to understand this. Okay. So underground railways were being made, and lot of workers were required. A shallow underground railway being constructed in central London. 1850s से what happened, railway stations began coming up all over London, and that was a big revolution. Communication में इससे बड़ा revolution नहीं है. I mean the invention of railways was the biggest revolution in most of the countries. Definitely started in Britain, and then it spread to other parts of the world. In India also, the coming of railways is credited to the Britishers. Yes, children, I would like to explain this, that whatever railways we are finding today, its base was laid down by the British in 1853. For the first time, railway lines were introduced in India from Bombay to Thane. पहला railways 1853 में पहली ट्रेन हमारे यहाँ पे दौड़ी थी under the leadership of the Britishers. And just see the construction work that is going on here. Look at the explanation that is here. Illustrated Times में it has come 1868 में. From 1850s, railway stations were coming up in London, and this meant large number of people were needed in the construction of these railways. You can see the labor force that's employed here, and workers were digging tunnels, erecting timber scaffolding, brick and iron work was being done. So job seekers, the people who needed job, they understood that they can get job at these places, and from many people who wanted jobs started moving to these places. Okay. Abhi woolen industry that was there, women who were thrown out, who survived on hand spinning, began attacking the new machines. हम ये पढ़ रहे थे. We were trying to understand. This conflict over the introduction of Jenny continued for a long time. Spinning Jenny was being attacked. Now, after 1840s, the scenario started changing. I'm sorry. Building activities were happening. Building activities were increasing in the cities. It intensified in the cities, and great opportunity of employment was there. Roads were widened. जब building construction होती है तो lot of labor force is needed. Okay, तो employment, more employment opportunities are there. Roads were widened, क्योंकि बड़ी बड़ी buildings बन रही है तो वो गलियों से तो होके जाएंगे नहीं ना. तो all these big buildings needed proper construction of roads. Road construction के लिए again human labor, human force was needed. Roads were widened. New railway stations came up. Railway lines were extended. Tunnels were dug. All these things were happening. Drainage, sewer laid, rivers were embanked. So you can understand, imagine the kind of cities that were developing during that time. Okay, all these big cities that were coming up, it was giving employment to the people, and making arrangements for their living. All these things were there, and number of workers employed in the transport industry doubled in 1840s. The people who were there in the transport industries, 1840s tak it doubled, and in 30 years again, mane ki log, the people who were employed in the transport industry, especially transport industry, communication was increasing, and that is what was giving more and more employment opportunity to the people who were involved there. Okay. Now just see a second phase was starting. we have read a lot about the phase that existed in London and in the European countries. But now the same thing was being started in colonies. हाँ, हमारे यहाँ पे भी ये शुरू हो गया. The laying down of industries, industrialization, and again I'll tell the same thing. पहले भी मैं बता चुकी हूँ that जितना भी whatever the Britishers, whatever we say to the Europeans, the kind of developmental activities they take and they do, हमारे लिए उतना पॉसिबल नहीं है. We don't do it in that manner. Okay. अब now अभी तक हमने बात की, we have been talking about London. Now we will be seeing what was happening in colonies. So India was also a colony. Who were the people who have made the colony here? Yes, the Britishers were here. तो once again हम देखेंगे कि factory industries that were coming up and जहाँ मशीनों की ज़रूरत है वहाँ पे तो industries were laid down. A different kind of an activity, different kind of work was being done. लेकिन we will also see that the introduction of machines were there in the non-mechanized sector. जहाँ पे मशीनों के बिना भी काम हो सकता है वहाँ पे भी मशीनों का इस्तेमाल हो रहा था. तो ऐसे तो इट इज़ अ वेरी वास्ट टॉपिक, काफ़ी सारे इसके ऊपर भी हम डिस्कशन कर सकते हैं. बट व्हाट इज़ प्राइमरीली वी विल बी सीइंग इज दैट we will be limiting our discussion on the textile industries. So first we will be talking about the age of Indian textiles. हम हैं यहाँ पे Indian textiles के बारे में हम बातें करेंगे. सबसे पहले again we will be talking about a proto-industrial period in India. India में भी machines were introduced. लेकिन when the machines were introduced, क्या उसके पहले we were not doing any kind of production? No. Production was happening and silk was there, cotton goods was there. It dominated the international market in textile. Textile में Indian goods, Indian material, Indian what do I say, the cotton goods, silk, Indian silk, silk was तो lot of in demand. अभी सिल्क की अगर हम बात करें तो बहुत सारे यू नो इन इंडिया द सिल्क मैन्युफैक्चरिंग दैट इज हैपनिंग बहुत पहले से जो हो रहा है. साउथ के सिल्क अलग है, नॉर्थ के सिल्क अलग हैं, बनारसी सिल्क अलग है, कांचीपुरम सिल्क अलग है. तो दीज थिंग्स यू हैव स्टडीड इन क्लास 8th. क्लास 8th में आप ये पढ़ चुके हो. आई एम जस्ट साइटिंग एन एग्जाम्पल कि ऑल दीज गुड्स दैट वेर बीइंग ट्रेडेड, जितना भी ट्रेडिंग हो रहा था हमारे यहाँ पे उसकी मैन्युफैक्चरिंग जो है इट वाज हैपनिंग ऑन अ वेरी लार्ज स्केल, ऑल दिस मैन्युफैक्चरिंग प्रोसेस. एंड इंटरनेशनल मार्केट में टेक्सटाइल में इंडिया डोमिनेटिंग. मोर थिक कोर्सर कॉटन्स वेर प्रोड्यूस्ड इन मेनी कंट्रीज. थिक कोर्स इज थिक थिक हाँ, लेकिन वेरी गुड क्वालिटी कॉटन, फाइनर वेराइटीज केम फ्रॉम इंडिया. यू नो मसलिन, वो देखा है कभी आपने? आई एक्सप्लेन. वो जो एक अब इट्स अ वेरी डिफरेंट काइंड ऑफ अ क्लोथ, बिल्कुल मलमल का कपड़ा होता है जिससे यू नो आप पनीर वनीर छानते हैं इन द कभी मीठे मीठे की दुकान पे देखोगे कि दही का पानी निकालते हैं और पनीर को छानते हैं, घी छानने के काम में आता है. दैट इज़ देयर एंड इट इज़ ऑल्सो यूज्ड एज कोई कपड़ा बन रहा है उसके अंदर में भी कोई कपड़ा लगाना है, मतलब द क्लोथ हैज़ टू बी यूज्ड एज अ डबल कोटिंग. तो दिस काइंड ऑफ क्लोथ्स वेरी फाइन दैट वाज नॉट अवेलेबल इन द अदर पार्ट्स ऑफ द वर्ल्ड. इंडिया वाज मैन्युफैक्चरिंग दैट काइंड ऑफ अ क्लोथ. तो आप समझ सकते हो कि इंटरनेशनल मार्केट पे what kind of a hold India had. Who were the people who were purchasing all these things from India? Armenian, एक मिनट, sorry children. Armenian and Persian merchants. they were taking all these kind of goods, they were purchasing it from Indian market and taking it to the international market. हमारे यहाँ पे हमारे जो लोग थे, the people who were there in India, they were more involved in the manufacturing of goods at a local level. International level पे there were traders who were going internationally, but more of the traders were there. बाहर के लोग आके यहाँ से सामान उठा के लेके जाते थे. Who were the people who were coming to India and how they were carrying the goods outside? We will be discussing it in the next class. Till then, children, keep revising and all the best to you. Thank you, children.